Hey there, Agripreneurs. Welcome back to our hydroponic journey. In our last video, we explored the world of hydroponic systems, from the DIY bin to the space-age vertical tower and the sleek horizontal garden. Now, it's time to take the next step towards turning your dream into a thriving business. Remember when we talked about choosing the right hydroponic system for your business? Well, that's just the beginning. Today, we're diving into step 2, developing a business plan. Developing a business plan is crucial. It's like a roadmap for your hydroponic adventure, outlining your projected expenses and helping you secure the funding you need to get started. In this video, I'll go over each step in building your business plan and will provide templates for each hydroponic system so you can hit the ground running. Look in the links in the comments section for the document reviewed in today's video. Before we get started, let's talk about a few business concepts. The first business term I want to cover is cost breakdown. Embarking on your hydroponic adventure requires a keen understanding of the financial landscape. Knowing the terrain you have to travel across allows you to prepare for the journey. The cost breakdown provided here serves a crucial purpose: to empower you with clarity on where your investment goes and how it influences your hydroponic venture. Why break it down? Well, for informed decision making. Breaking down costs helps you make informed decisions. Knowing your specifics allows you to allocate resources strategically and maximize your return. Also, for budget planning, a clear cost breakdown enables you to plan your budget effectively. You can anticipate expenses, allocate funds wisely, and ensure financial sustainability. In addition, loan management. For ventures financed through loans, understanding the breakdown is vital. It sheds light on how much you have to pay back, what the loan covers, and how interest factors into your overall expenses. So you might be asking yourself, why is this significant? Well, operational transparency. Transparency in costs fosters operational transparency. You know exactly what each component contributes to your overall expenditure. In addition, it's a financial health check. Regularly reviewing your cost breakdown is akin to a financial health check. It allows you to assess the viability of your venture and make adjustments as needed. And you can plan for growth. Armed with a comprehensive cost breakdown, you can strategically plan for growth, identify areas for optimization and investment to enhance productivity and profitability. Consider this breakdown not just as a set of numbers, but as a tool for strategic empowerment. Your success as an agripreneur hinges on financial acumen, and this breakdown is your guide to making sound financial decisions for a thriving hydroponic business. The second key business concept is loan financing. Let's unravel the mystery behind equipment and operating loans. You might be wondering, what's the difference, and how does it all fit into the USDA loan guidelines? Well, first things first, let's talk basics. Equipment and operating loans are like the dynamic duo in your hydroponic journey with USDA. Think of them as the tools in your gardening kit, each with its unique purpose. Let's zoom in on the equipment loan. This loan is your green light to get your gear you need, from hydroponic systems to grow lights and all the nifty gadgets in between. It's like your shopping spree for the garden of the future. Now, why is this cool? Well, the USDA says, hey young growers, we got your back. We're loaning you the funds to snag the essentials. And guess what? You pay back over 7 years. It's like planting the seeds for your gear and watching them grow. Now let's shift gears to the operating loan. This one's your ticket to keep things running smoothly. Seeds, nutrients, and anything you need to keep your hydroponic show rolling. That's where the operating loan steps in. USDA says, hey, keep those plants happy and we'll help you cover the costs. But here's the trick. The operating loan is a sprint, not a marathon. You pay back in a year. It's like a burst of energy to fuel your hydroponic dreams annually. But how do these loans dance with the USDA guidelines? It's like this. USDA wants to see you bloom into success. They're saying, show us your plan, your gear wish list, and tell us how you'll run the show. So, you put together your pitch, what you'll buy with the equipment loan, how the operating loan keeps things buzzing, and here's USDA nodding and saying, let's make it happen. So, why does all this loan talk matter for your hydroponic journey? Because it's your gateway to growth. With the right gear and funds to keep things rolling, you're not just growing plants, you're growing your agripreneur story. Now let's get started with the business plan. First, let's identify the equipment. Start by choosing a hydroponic system based on your research. Create a detailed spreadsheet with all the equipment you'll need to start your business and the supplies required for the first year of operation. This will be the foundation of your business plan. I put together this template showing the equipment for each hydroponic system. Each equipment list serves as a starting point and represents everything needed for that specific system based on my experience. I made equipment lists for each of the 3 systems we covered in our past videos: the DIY system, the garden system, and the Rise system. I set up the spreadsheet so it can easily be filtered and sorted. Please feel free to add, reject, or adapt the equipment based on what you feel is necessary to accomplish your goals, especially if you can find better deals than what I have on the spreadsheet. For reminders, the link to this spreadsheet is in the video description. Now, let's calculate your production schedule and unit costs. Next, develop a production schedule based on the produce you plan on selling. Each production schedule in the spreadsheet is based on lettuce. The production schedule is based off a 60-day cycle. The first cycle is the seed germination, which typically takes 1 to 14 days. The second cycle is seedling growth, which is typically 15 to 30 days. And after 30 days, your plants will move to the maturation stage, where it will finish up its remaining 30-day cycle until harvest. A key note is that some lettuce varieties are ready to harvest before 60 days. If you choose to use a variety that's ready earlier, just adjust the stages of growth as you see fit. I based the schedule on lettuce sold each week, and the spreadsheet for each system is set for 10. For instance, if you have 10 people who signed a purchase agreement to buy 1 lettuce per week, then you would harvest and seed 10 lettuce per week. If more or less people sign up as a recurring customer, then you adjust that number. If you hit your max capacity based on your hydroponic system you selected, then you can add more incubator stations to help keep up with demand. The spreadsheet shows the incubator capacity at 50, and I will dive deeper into that topic on future videos. Once you have a good schedule based on your selected system, the next is understanding the costs associated with your production. You would do this by calculating a per unit cost based on your production type and schedule. Simply, how much does it cost for you to make 1 head of lettuce? This information will be vital when seeking funding for your venture. Now, let's talk about production costs. Building a hydroponic business involves strategic financial planning. We've broken down the production costs, covering essentials like rock wool, seeds, plant food, and other general supplies, ensuring efficiency in our operations. The average cost per plant is different depending on the system you choose. I provided examples for each system. Investing in the equipment is a pivotal step. From bins and grow lights to air pumps and more, our calculated approach involves a total investment including sales tax and interest. These numbers could change based on a number of factors, but serves as a starting point for you. Your mentor can help you hone in your numbers. So let's look at each system separately, and remember, equipment loans has a payback period of 7 years. The DIY system's total loan amount comes to approximately $1,531, financed at an accessible 4.875 rate, and an annual payment of $218. The garden system's total loan amount comes to approximately $1,867, financed at the same rate, and an annual payment of $266. The Rise system total loan amount comes out to approximately $2,160, financed at the same rate as the other 2 systems, and with an annual payment of $308. Now let's dive into the operating loans, the lifeblood that keeps your hydroponic venture running smoothly. These funds cover ongoing expenses, ensuring a continuous harvest and a flourishing business. Unlike equipment loans, operating loans have a shorter payback period, requiring full repayment within a year. Now let's break down the operating loan specifics for each hydroponic system, bearing in mind that these numbers may vary just like the equipment loan. Consult with your mentor to fine-tune these figures to suit your unique business circumstances. Now let's cover the DIY system. The DIY system's total operating loan amount is approximately $357, covering expenses such as seeds, rock wool, plant food, and other necessities. With an accessible interest rate of 4.875% and a 1-year repayment period, the annual payment is approximately $375. This financial strategy ensures that our hydroponic venture remains economically viable and sustainable. Next, let's talk about the garden system. For the garden system, the total operating loan amount is approximately $837. This fund is dedicated to covering ongoing costs, allowing you to maintain a steady supply of fresh produce. With the same interest rate as the DIY and a 1-year repayment period, the annual payment stands at approximately $878. Turn our attention to the Rise system. The total operating loan amount for the Rise Garden is approximately $407. The financial support ensures that your hydroponic operation remains robust and sustainable. With the same interest rate as the other two systems and the 1-year repayment period, it results in an annual payment of $427. Now let's look at our observations. The DIY system shows positive net cash availability in both the first and second years, with a notable increase in the second year. The garden system faces a net cash deficit in the first year, indicating higher outflows than inflows. It shows improvement in the second year, but the membership is holding it down. The Rise system demonstrates a slight positive net cash flow availability in the first year and experiences a substantial increase in the second year, reflecting improved financial performance. In conclusion, the DIY system exhibits more favorable cash flow, making it a financially prudent choice for agripreneurs. The garden system faces challenges in the first year, but shows signs of recovery in the second year. It's just not as good as the DIY system. The Rise system maintains a positive trajectory with an increase in net cash availability, making it a promising option for agribusiness sustainability. Consider the unit cost breakdown not just as a set of numbers, but as a tool for strategic empowerment. Your success as an agripreneur hinges on the financial acumen, and this breakdown is your guide to making sound financial decisions for a thriving hydroponic business. Whether you're opting for the DIY approach, the sleek garden system, or the stylish Rise garden, operating and equipment loans are your financial allies, supporting your day-to-day operations. Stay tuned for the next step in our hydroponic journey, where we'll explore the market strategies for your budding agribusiness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Happy growing, agripreneurs!